The cold London drizzle clung to Thomas's coat as he hurried through the near-empty platform. The last train to Blackmere was due in 5 minutes. He had never heard of Blackmere before, but his new job required him to travel there. The town wasn't on most maps, and no one seemed to know much about it. As the train rumbled in, its exterior was grimy, its windows too dark to see through. Only a handful of passengers sat inside, all eerily silent. Thomas took a seat by the window, watching the rain blur the passing city lights. When the train left the station, a strange stillness settled in. No announcements. No conductors. Only the rhythmic clatter of wheels against tracks. Half an hour in, Thomas noticed something unsettling. Every time he blinked, the passengers seemed to shift slightly, as if they'd moved when he wasn't looking. The woman across from him, who had been reading a newspaper, now held it upside down. The old man in the corner was suddenly 2 seats closer. He tried to shake the feeling off, convincing himself it was exhaustion. The train entered a tunnel, and the lights flickered. When they stabilized, he gasped. The other passengers were now facing him directly, their eyes wide, unblinking. "Excuse me," Thomas said hesitantly, but no one responded. He felt his heartbeat quicken. The tunnel stretched on unnaturally long. His reflection in the window was not his own, it was smiling. Panicked, he stood to find the emergency brake, but the carriage door creaked open on its own. A cold wind rushed in, carrying whispers. A figure stood in the doorway, shrouded in shadow. "You shouldn't be here," it murmured. Thomas backed away, his breath hitching. What is this place? The Figur steppet closer. Blackmere is not a town. It's a destination. The train jolted, and suddenly, he was alone. No passengers. No figure. Only the endless tunnel outside. His phone had no signal. The train didn't seem to be stopping. Then, the announcement system crackled to life, but the voice wasn't human. It whispered his name. The lights flickered again, and the train car was full once more, except now, every seat was occupied by a version of himself. All of them staring at him, smiling. The train rumbled on, deeper into the darkness. And the question remains, if you were on that train, would you try to get off? Or would you accept that you had already arrived?